Today I'm going to demonstrate the Heath Somatotype test. This test utilizes 4 skin folds, 2 girth measurements, 2 width measurements, and the height and the weight of the participant to determine the somatotype. To work out the endomorph somatotype, I will measure 3 skin folds: triceps, subscapular, and supraspinal. An additional skin fold we use to measure the mesomorph somatotype. Do I have your consent?
Yes.
First, we'll start with the tricep. We'll measure this 3 times to ensure reliability and higher accuracy. .9. Again. 6. 8. Next, we'll do subscapular. Can I have your arm, please? Back. There you go. We'll measure this at a 45-degree angle. (15). 2 more times. 15. 15. Now we move on to supraspinal. Please keep. 11. 10. One more time. 11. Now I would like you to sit down, please. If you can pull up your legging. Move a little bit forward of the chair. Thank you. .9. 13.1. And 13.6. Thank you for your participation. The second test is to find out the mesomorph somatotype. To do this, I'll be using the digital caliper to work out the width of the humerus and the femur, and the measuring tape to work out the bicep and calf girth. And the height will be found when measuring the ectomorph somatotype, which will be done later. Do I have your consent?
Yes.
Okay, first, we'll be measuring your humerus. So you need to find the bone. So as I said before, we need to take this 3 times to ensure reliability and high accuracy results. Like that. The bone. Right there. 6.37. Okay. 2 more times. 6.37. Again. 6.37. Very good. Now, can you please sit down? I'll find out your humerus, your femur, sorry, my bad. So I'll find the bone. Right here. I'll estimate how much because it doesn't reach to the bone. So 9.8. Okay, 2 more times. 9.8. Last time. 9.8. Okay, please sit up to the digital caliper weight. Use the measuring tape now. So I want you to put your hand in front of you, 90 degrees from your body, and then 45 degrees at your elbow. So this here. When I say now, I want you to flex your bicep. Okay? Now. Good. So that is 35.3. Okay? Relax. 2 more times. There you go. Sorry, I forgot. Flex, please. Thank you. That is 35.4. Relax. Last time. Okay, please flex. That is 35.5. You can relax. Now I'm gonna find the circumference of your calf. Make sure during these measurements you find out the biggest circumference. So I need to flex because you're already standing, so the calf will be flexing already. So first one, 39.58. Two more times. There, 39.59. Last one. Point 39.57. Thank you for your participation. The third and last final test to find out is the ectomorph somatotype. To do this, I will measure the client's weight using weight scale. Thank you. And the height using the stadiometer. Do I have your consent?
Yes.
Okay. And please take out your shoes and your socks. Step on that, please. Make sure it's touching. Nice. We take this 3 times to ensure reliability and accuracy. First one, 170 centimeters. 2 more times. 170 again. Last time. 170. Can you please go and get onto the weight scale, please? 78.8. Can you get off the weight scale, please? Get on again. 78.8. Last time. 78.8. Thank you for the participation. So now we're gonna work out the subject's somatotype. So I already put the averages here. First of all, we're gonna work out the endomorphy. So first of all, we need to add up the sum of the skin folds. So it's 7.3 plus 15 plus 10.6, which equals to 32.9. After that, we'll place it in this equation, which is 32.9, which is the sum, times, open brackets, 170.18, divided by the height, which you already measured, is 170 centimeters, and we'll close the bracket. That equals to 32.93. In this table, we find out the closest to this result, which is 33.5. Next, if we look down, this is our result for the endomorph, which is 3.5. Now, to measure the mesomorph, we'll need to first find out the girth of the bicep and the calf. To find this out, we need the girth of the bicep, which is 35.3, minus the skin fold of the tricep, which was 0.73, which equals to 34.57. Same thing with the calf. So it's 39.57 minus 1.35, which equals to 38.22. Now we'll find out in this table the closest to each. So So 170, the closest 1.70.2. Humerus 6.37. We find it exactly here. 1.8 for the femur width, which would be 9.70. Bicep girth 34.57, which will be to 34.3. 38.22 for the calf girth, which will be 38.6. Okay, now we'll start from the height, and if we move to the right, we'll add up 0.5. If we move to the left, we'll take away 0.5. Since the humerus is directly underneath, there's no deviation, so till 0. And then here, since the femur width moves away from the start part, and then there's a deviation, so we start 0.5, 1, 1.5. Now here we have 1.5. There's more deviation, so 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5. Another deviation, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8. So 8. Now, since we need to find out the variation, so since we got 8, we'll divide that by 4, which will equal 2, and after that we'll plus 4, which will equal 6. That is our mesomorph somatotype. Finally, to find out the ectomorphy, we will need the weight, which is 78.8, and add it up into the equation, which is height, which was 170, divided the cube root of the weight, which was 78.8, which will equal to 39.65. We'll look at it in the table, which is right here, and we'll look underneath, which is gives us an ectomorph of a half, 0.5. We place it into the table. The endomorph is 3.5, mesomorph 6, ectomorph is 0.5. Then we'll round it up so there's 4, there's 6, there's 1. This will be used to determine the somatotype of the subject.